はい、皆さんこんにちは、ゆぅぽたりあんです。いつもご視聴いただき、また高評価やチャンネル登録をしてくださり、本当にありがとうございます。めちゃめちゃ励みになっております。今日はね、こちらのホグワーツレガシー続きをね、わしの量続きをやっていこうと思いますので、よかったら最後まで見ていってください。のんびりとね、やっておりますので、作業用等にもよかったらご活用くださいませ。さあ、それではやっていきましょう。前回はね、地図の間に行くの、ネタバレになってる。本をね、古代魔術のところで本を禁書の棚に忍び込んで本を見つけたところまで来ていますので、今日ね、新たにクエストがまずメインがね、2つ追加されています。ナティとアオっていうのと、薬草学授業行こうっていうの。で、あとはね、ヘキャット先生の課題っていうのもあるので、まず、これやるとね、エクスペリアンスが覚えれるので、これから今日はやっていって、薬草学の授業にね、行こうかなと思います。で、これが、そっか、でもいいか。敵にインセンディオを使用する。OK。まあ、ロールをするのとインセンディオの使うっていうのがあるので、まあね、こっちに行って、まずね、杖十字会のやつをやっていきましょう。
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
さあ、じゃあ行きましょう。間違えた。上だった。ボタンの配置をすぐ忘れちゃう。こっちかな。引き寄せて打って斧で123で、あれダメだ、使えなかったな今。どこ行った？違う、もう一回打ってほしかったんだけど。嘘。これね、なんか使える時間があるから。
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
よし。さあ、これでクエストがいいね。敵にインセンディオをやったから、回避ロールでね、敵の攻撃を避けるのを10回やらないといけないので、やっていきましょう。
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
よし。
We can make this a real victory.
4人いるか。OK。 回避ロールしたいんだよね。OK。3回かな。お、痛い。4回、5回。あ、痛い。OK。うん。ああ。さあ何回になったかな今。痛い。あ、もう倒れとる。よし、さあ10回は回避できたんじゃないか私。
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
さあこれで終わったかな。お、OK だね。じゃあヘキャット先生の授業に出て薬草学に次行きたいと思います。Thank you, Sebastian. いややっぱりいいねいいね。何も見えないけどガイドとかはね、それはそれで面白い。今よし行きましょう。よいしょよいしょ。こちらね。お、あそこにいますねこれ。オーグリーの骸骨。アイルランドの不死鳥オーグリーの骸骨、非常に内向的な鳥であり、幸を予測するできるだけでなく、その悲しげな鳴き声は死を予告するものと信じられていた。
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
さあね、今このエクスペリアームスがあると思うんですけど、こちらの呪文、先生が言ったように、武装解除、合ってるかな武装解除の術、解除呪文っていう風になっています。これは相手が持っているものを離させるための防御用の呪文になっていて、決闘においてね、相手の杖を奪うために頻繁に利用されている呪文になります。こちらは一番最初に出てきたのはおそらく第2巻かな。でスネイプ先生誰だっけ、あの人、ロックハートに使っていた呪文がこれになると思います。いや、スネイプ先生はね、きっとハリーにこれを覚えてほしくってわざとあそこの場面で使ったんじゃないかなっていうふうに私は勝手に思っています。でちなみにこちらのエクスペリアムスなんですけどは最終対決ハリー対ボルデモートの時でもハリーはなんと、死の呪いを放ってくるボルデモートに対してずっとこのエクスペリアムスで、対応していて、最後は自分の魔力の、力の強さで押し勝ったっていう呪文がこれになるので、あれ多分そうだね、最終決戦にも使っていたのでこれでいいはず。だもんで、いやこれは結構有名なものですね、ほんとエクスペリアムスは。よし、いいよねこの呪文も。おい、
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
ダビー、後ろにいた。エクスペリアムスは敵の手から杖やその他の武器を取り上げる呪文。武器を取り上げた時の反応は敵の種類によって異なります。でも別に武器だけじゃなくって結局はエクスペリアムス手から離す呪文なので何でもぶっちゃけ手から離れる本でもいいし何でもいいしっていう一応そういう感じの類になるのかな。よし、じゃあ使ってみましょう。
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
それね、よく見ると彼手に杖がなくて拾ってっていうことをやっていますね。よし、さあこれで1個クエスト授業に出たので、今度この薬草学の授業に出ていきたいと思います。じゃあね、薬草学の教室に行くためには温室に行かないといけないので、温室に向かっていきましょう。ここが多分メインになるはず。そうだね。よし。薬草学はここですね。おっと。いやー、この景色めちゃめちゃ綺麗じゃない？すんごい素敵、ほんと。よし、じゃあ行きましょう。あ、花葉か。取っておこう。
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Oh, hello.
class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
さあ今マンドレイクっていうのがいますけど、このマンドレイクは第2巻で出てくる、原作映画ともに出てくるんですけど、魔法薬に使用される貴重な植物になっていて、根っこはね強力な治癒薬になってます。なので第2巻で石になってしまった人たちを元に戻すために使われる薬の材料の一つになってます。ただこれは結構危険なものになっていて、その鳴き声を聞いてしまうと死んでしまうっていうぐらい強力なものになっています。なのでこれらを取り扱う時には必ず、耳当てもしくは耳栓ということを必ずしないと、その声を聞いちゃうとね死んでしまう可能性があるので皆さん気をつけてください。ちなみに映画や原作でやっていたのは、子供の苗だったのでネビルは気絶しただけで終わってました。
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass. Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
さあじゃあ花ハッカをまずは植えていきましょう。じゃあこの花ハッカを植えている間にちょっとだけ
Well done!
ダメか。
Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
OK。じゃあそっちに行く前にちょっとねおしゃべりをしていきたいと思います。まずこの薬草学の授業なんですけど、この薬草学はどうもありがとう。薬草学はね、ホグワーツにの必修科目の一つであって、1年生から習うものになってます。でここの中では、薬草の栽培と取り扱いの術を学んだりとかして、魔法薬もね、魔法薬に使う植物とかも栽培することから、魔法薬学ともすごい密接なつながりがあるものです。で、生徒はね、授業を通してもちろん植物の知識を学んでいくんですけど、どんどんね学年が上がったりとかしていくと、取り扱う植物の危険性は上がっていきます。でもちろんね5年生になると普通魔法レベル試験のオールがあると思うんですけど、オールに合格した生徒はさらにね危険な植物を取り扱うクラスに進むことができるっていう風になってて、ここはなんて言ったらいいんだろう。なんで基本だからそうやって薬草学が好きな人、魔法薬学の人も受講した方がいい授業になるんじゃないかなっていうふうに思います。で、ハリーたちの時代はね、ポモーナ・スプラウトっていう人が、先生やっていたと思うんですけど、フールパフの領官だったんですけど、その人はハリーたちが大人になった時の時代になると、なんとネビルが、この薬草学の、先生の教授になっています。そういうねつながりがあったりして面白い、ここは。でもう一個、今ここ花発火が終わってると思うんですけど、花発火エキスっていうのは、魔法薬にねもちろん使われるもので、この、特徴としては茶色い液体になっていて、これは傷を急速に癒したりとか、やけどとか蛇の噛み傷とか、あとはそういうのを迅速に、しかもかつ安全に傷を治すものになってます。これが一番すごい出てきたのは、そうだな、第7巻の方が多分みんなの印象が強いかなと思うんですけど、原作映画ともに出てきていて、魔法省にさ3人で入り込んで脱出する際に煙突飛行ネットワークを使ったと思うんですけど、でそれも使って姿くらましも兼ねてやってるんですけど、姿くらましをしたと思うんですけど、その時にロンの腕がばらけてるっていうシーンがあったと思うんですね。そのシーンで使われたのがハーマイオニーが持っていた花発火エキスっていうものです。あれで傷を癒しているっていう、なんでそういう風にちょびっとずつねいろいろ出てきたりとかしてきたりするんで面白いですね、この花発火は。じゃあ先生に言われたカミカミ白菜。
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
このカミカミ白菜は原作では全然出てこなくて、このレガシー特有のものになっています。
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
そうそう、この神々白菜はレガシー特有のものになっていて、原作とかね映画では全然出てくるやつではなくって、特有の本当ものになっています。ここ上がっていかないといけないらしいけど、こっちだね。でも失礼。
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
ここにもねいっぱい咲いたりとかしてるんで、よし。
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost
Revelio.
Trust me, you do not want to go through that.
残りもねもらっておきましょう。さあ L1 を押したまま R。OK。 じゃあまずは神々白菜を出していきましょう。こっちか。で神々白菜、ほい。
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
OK。 じゃあ戻っていきましょう。ここかな。
Revelio.
お、花葉っか。ちょっと取ってこう。どうせならね。あれ、ここら辺に、あった。おお、そう、ここからも降りれるんだけど。
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide
後で
gloves.
収穫しようって言われちゃっ
We'll
た。
end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
よし、もらえるものをもらっておきましょう。いっぱい。お、なんかある。ガリック先生、気遣ってくれて本当に嬉しいわ。それにイチゴが私の大好物だと覚えていてくれたなんて。とっても甘くてマングルが大好きなのもうなずけるわ。あなたが栽培するのはビタールートからベリーまで何でも質が高い。私の姪っ子があなたに指導されている間、この技を身につけてもらいたいものだわ。レノーナはあなたのことをとっても気に入っているのよ。生徒たちはみんなそうでしょうね。これからもどうぞよろしく。お母ちゃんかな。
Revelio.
さあ、収穫できそうだね。もうちょっとで。ちょっと待つか。よっ。お尻がちょっと痛くなっちゃった。さあ、あと30秒あるけど喋っとくか。
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
こうやってね、生徒ともいっぱい喋ったりとか
I should
で
think
きる
Professor
のか。
Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
面白い。あれ、ナティとセバスチャン喋るんだ。
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
さあ、できたので。 これね、植木鉢空にしときます、私は。OK。じゃあ、これでクエストが、ガリク先生の元に戻らんていいか。忘れてた。クエスト完了って言いたかったけど。
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
OK。じゃあ、これでクエストが終わったので、ワガドゥのやつだけやっていきましょう。そこで今日は終わっていこうかな。失礼、生かしてくれない。あ、ちょっとはまった。ごめんなさい。はまっちゃってた。行くにはこっちかな。
Why do we even have flies?
I hated learning banishment.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
いや、ここからはね、ひたすらちょっと歩いていきます。いけ。あ、上だった。間違えちゃった。袋小屋の方に行かないといけなかったのに間違えてしまったぞ。こっちだ。よし、もらえるものはもらっとこう。さあ、ここまで来たから、ここだね。いいよ。さあ、ちょっと寄り道して、ここはね、後々ハグリッドの家になる場所です。今は何もないのですが、 ここにねフィールドガイドがあって、このフィールドガイドが面白くって、管理人の道具、これらの道具に魔法をかければ小屋を快適にするために住む人に合った大きさのありとあらゆる家具が作ることができそう。多分おそらくこれがあったからハグリッドのねサイズの家具が作れたんじゃないかなっていう風に思ってますね。広さもそんな感じだし、ちょうどここでノーバート卵返したりとかしたんやなーっていう、この感じがめちゃ面白い、ね、裏口からも出れて、裏口から出たらこういったかぼちゃが待ってる。すごいよね。いやこれもね再現度高いなって私は勝手に思ってます。よし、じゃあ行きましょう。
It is good to see you, my friend. Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
OK、行こう。ナディ、また後でね。あ、すごい。雫が跳ねてる。ちゃんと。
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're like this here. Shame. Give it back.
I'll
watch the light go out of your eyes.
ビートルガイドコレクションに新たなタイプの敵が追加されています。敵の情報や役立つ情報がね、あるってことだけど。OK。はい。OK。あれ
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
取れない。残念。
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
さあ今マーリンのことについて言っていましたが、マーリンっていうのは、大魔術師で中世の魔法使いのことを言います。ホグワーツで学んだ一人になっていて、彼はなんかアーサー王っていう人がいて、その人に仕える円卓の騎士と共に戦った。その騎士の中にはグリフィンドール出身のガトガン卿がいたりとかしてます。で、彼の出身はマーリンはね、スリザリン出身であって、もうスリザリンが誇る偉人で、魔法界でもね、最も偉大な人っていうふうに言われている人物でもあります。で、彼はね、魔法界の名誉でもあって、魔法省が付与するマーリン勲章っていうのがあるんですけど、それは彼にちなんだ名前が付けられたりとか、彼が学んだスリザリンのハウスカラーに由来した色になったりしてます。で、マーリンはね、スリザリン出身っていう風にはなってるんですけど、悪の魔法使いではなく、アーサー王と共に戦った魔法界に歴史を残した素晴らしい偉人の一人です。そもそもね、スリザリンが悪とか 移管料とかそういう風に印象にはなってますけど、それではないの、それは違うので、全く不自然なことではないかなって私は思ってます。で、マーリンの面白いところが2つあって、1つ目は彼は別名があって、なんと別名が魔法使いのプリンスっていうんですね。もうそこも私は結構面白いところやなっていうふうに思ったりとか、あとはもう一個、魔法界の住民はマリンスピアードってよく言うんですね。で、これなんでっていうと、マグルの言葉で言う Oh my God っていうすごい驚いた時に使ったりとかすることを言います。で、よく原作ではなので、ロンが驚きって映画とかで言ってると思うんですけど、あれが実はマーリンズビアードって言ってマーリンのヒゲって言ってるんですね、実は。で、それは Oh my God とびっくりした時に使う言葉と一緒のものになってます。なので皆さんもよかったらこれから驚く時Oh my God って言うんじゃなくてマーリンズビアードって言ってマーリンのヒゲってぜひ言ってみてください。さあ、じゃあやっていきましょう。続きね。どれだっけ？これか？
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Leviosa! Incendio!
そうか、届かないね。
The flames make the fire sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
よし、じゃあ行きましょう。
There's something in there. I just know it.
あ、逆です。こっちじゃなかった。ここやな。
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
さあ、すごい自然とやっていますが、すみません。1個だけ私授業を受け忘れたので、別のなんだっけ、編集でつなげていると思うんですけど、すみません。お付き合いください。
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Poison box。今後の指示に従うように怪しいものがあるらしい。さあ、これで全部かな。お、こんなところにお金が。よし、じゃあ作っていきましょう。エルラスって言ってたよね。エルラス。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon dragon done? What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Revelio. I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
よい。OK。じゃあ今日はここまでにしたいと思います。また次回はね、続きやっていこうと思うので、よかったらまた見に来てください。もしね、レガシー、もうすで、ストーリーの全容全部見たいよっていう方は、ぜひよかったらグリフィンドールの方を見てみてください。グリフィンドールの方はノーマルモードでガイドありで、やってはいますが、初めて遊んだ時のやつなので、ぜひよかったらそちらも見てみてください。そして他にもね、今これ4つ目の量になるので、他のハッフルパフや、もちろんグリフィンドール、スリザリンと、それぞれの各量のクエスト、それぞれ特徴っていうか、各量にしかないクエストがあったりとか、あとは量のね、ツアーしつつ、それぞれの量の紹介したりとかいうこともやっていますので、よかったらそちらも見てみてください。今レガシーこんな感じでのんびりとやっておりますが、他のゲームの動画もアップしていますので、気になる方はぜひチェックしてみてください。そしてよかったら高評価や、あとチャンネル登録ですね。まだの方、ぜひチャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。それでは最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。また次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバーイ。